do a theme? Should we do a theme song? Should I start singing?
No.
I'll play the Naruto soundtrack.
Should we go West Side Story? Just.
Welcome back to our podcast.
That's right.
We originally were going to shoot it in Brandon's room, me and him together. But due to COVID-19, that was pretty stupid and reckless of us.
We're not going to do that.
And honestly, the footage looked like shit. And we didn't know what we were doing with the sound and the audio. So now we know what we're doing. We got our little weird light sets going on here that we've been talking about for days. Well, Brandon has been. I set mine up in 20 minutes. And it still looks okay.
Can I say I'm an overachiever? We've both got our pro gamer setups. He's got an actual gaming chair. I've got a $50 Staples chair.
Folks, I'm using my Mac webcam, which I know a lot of people you tape for some reason. Why do you tape it?
I do have a privacy cover that actually came with the webcam.
Really? Oh, maybe
Yeah.
Apple knows people are spying.
They're just like,
There's someone there.
Someone there and steal their bank account information.
They're trying to
What-
get your social security through your webcam. I get you a privacy cover.
They're trying to figure out what really is going on in your house to know what they can sell you next time.
they're just there like,
What's for dinner? Is that meat lasagna?
Oh, I'm crying. Oh, the Instant Pot came out fucking awesome.
yeah, what'd you make?
I made pasta, like tomato sauce, but it turned out to be like soup. Like it turned into tomato soup because I cooked it too long.
Oh, I think tea's ready.
Oh, yeah. So I think during our original test or original video, excuse me, we were talking about 2020 and how our lives were affected by such shit. But honestly, it's a couple months past that already. We're already in February. Excuse me, a couple weeks. We're already in February. There's no reason to even go back and look at that.
Yeah, some people are already giving up on 2021. They're like, all right, 2022. And
Yeah, the year just
shouldn't-
started, folks.
exactly, you shouldn't just like give up on everything. Like you still got another 10 months. Well, it's almost the end of February as this is recording. So you got 9 months.
Yeah, 9 months to go, folks. 9 more months. But hey, listen, the vaccine's out. I'm not telling anybody to do what they need to do. Get your vaccine so I can go back out and travel on airplanes. Please. And so I can go to different states and different
Well,
parts of
from-
the world.
All the news outlets that I've heard, it's not apparently supposed to go normal until the fall, they're saying, minimum. So I'm like, how long is this going to last? Like, remember back in like, it's almost already going to be a year now when they
Yeah.
were like, oh, it's going to be like 2 to 4 weeks of quarantine and then you'll be good.
Well,
What?
it's a year. It's literally been a year. Brendan, I think me and you, we went away on vacation when Governor Cuomo announced that. Oh, we live in New York, by the way, to the people that are around the world. The governor said, yeah, we're shutting everything down. And we were away and we're like, fuck, what are we going to do? There is nothing to do in that town but go to restaurants, walk around and sightsee. But that was all closed.
Yeah, I remember the bartender was like, oh, like if you guys want, since you guys are here like on vacation, I'll get you guys around. We were like, sure, why not?
Sure. We weren't even drinking, by the way. It was 11:30 in the morning.
That's right. Because it was an early drive. But it was
Oh.
like 3 hours and it was worth it.
I think it was a little longer than that. You people fell asleep the whole time.
That's true. I needed sleep though.
Yeah, you, someone else, actually the 2 other people that came with us, they were out cold. You were up for a little bit, but then you finally fell asleep. But as soon as we got off the highway, you guys were up.
Anxiety will keep you up. Don't worry.
Yeah, especially in film business. You wake up every day sweating,
Oh yeah. And
literally.
since we're on the other side of New York, we're not really in the realm of like, oh, opportunity is, right down the street. you know, in our area, we have to make our own opportunity until we can be in that area.
Correct.
So even on this podcast, we're going to be talking about some of the projects that we're diving into where, you know, it's stuff that I've written, stuff that RJ has written. So we're going to be having two different perspectives on things.
Yeah,
and that's awesome.
That's what it's all about. I mean, Brendan, you're going for acting. I went for cinematography and directing. For school anyway. I mean, I dropped out because, well, why not? Suppose.
Why not? It's like, check that off the bucket list.
Well, people in the comments below, tell me if I'm wrong, but people in the industry have told me you're wasting your time and money. It's not more of an education that you need. It's who you know and can you operate your skills effectively.
For sure.
I guess the same thing goes for acting. I mean, I've never went to audition or anything. I mean, I've been told I could do good voiceovers for whatever, but I highly doubt it.
I think you can. And that's from an actor, voice actor. But I agree with that. Like a lot of the stuff that I learned in my time in college, I already learned on my own. Like watching YouTube videos, learning to sharpen my tools and my craft on my own because that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah. I keep looking at your screen and I'm not looking at my own camera. Hello.
Wow.
Christ. But yeah, it's from like, because I actually was an assistant director on an independent film about, what was that, 2 years ago? 2019, I want to say. Karate Christmas Miracle. Yes, the name sounds like what it is. But that was like my first dive into it, so to speak. And I learned so much on that shoot. And I have to give it up to my mentor, Julie Kimmel. She got me on board to help out with this project, but it was a lot of work for very, very little, how do I put this, payoff, so to speak. And the movie wasn't really, I don't even want to say it, but it really wasn't that good. But it's a learning process and you got to start somewhere, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, you have some people like that just start on very like low level stuff. And you may see him like even this year, like Pedro Pascal was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And people don't know that. But now he's A-lister. He just got cast as Joel in The Last of Us.
Which is crazy that HBO is even making that. Like, I can't believe it.
You don't like it?
No, just like video game adaptations as TV or movies are usually pretty bad. I mean, look at the Dragon Ball Z movie. Yeah, exactly. And you're a big fan of Dragon Ball Z. Look at the what was that, Death Note that's on Netflix? Like, bro, come on.
That was really bad.
First of all, it's made in Japan. It should be Japanese people playing, not whatever that was on the thing. Except William Dafoe did a badass job as that demon.
Well, that's because William Dafoe is William Dafoe.
That's true. I want to meet
But
him.
one that is, I think, very underrated for the time that it came out was Speed Racer. That was an anime adaptation brought to live action. And I thought it was pretty good. I'm not going to lie.
You know, I have to be honest, didn't see it.
That's why I'm saying it's, to me, it's underrated because I feel like not enough people saw it for the time that it came out.
Well, like, I don't know, to adapt a cartoon to a movie, like if you saw with The Last Airbender, like, oh Jesus Lord, pray. That was rough, because if you're a fan of the show, even before it was on Netflix during the quarantine, before it became again more popular than it ever was, you know, it was in a way it was kind of disrespectful to the fans.
Right.
Like, they cut out a lot of very important subjects in the first season that were not in the movie that needed to be in the movie, and it wasn't. So, how are you going to do book 2 and 3 if you're going to cut out main things? So, and there was no personality in any of the acting at all. I mean, the cinematography, the sound, and the even the effects were really, really cool, but the acting and the personnel were.
I mean, are we even going to talk about Ong?
Yeah. Or Soka.
Ugh. PTSD. We'll put it under that. Dragon Ball Evolution, much worse than Last Airbender. That's my opinion.
And that's tough.
No Dragon Ball fan ever talks about the live action adaptation.
No.
Never. Disgusting. We don't want it.
You don't want that shit. Or, I might have to exit Earth if they make a Naruto movie. I'll be like, bye. Peace out.
Well, apparently they're doing a live action Cowboy Bebop.
But, man, that'd actually be pretty kind of cool.
But I think it could work.
It could work.
It's...
Fidel Castro, do you want to do it?
Did you just say Fidel Castro?
Oh my God, I embarrassed myself.
Wow. No, what's his face? The guy that was Harold in Harold and Kumar. He's playing Spike.
Who's making it?
It's going to be on Netflix.
Really? I'm surprised I didn't hear anything about it. Usually following up Netflix's news.
Yeah, the rumors started, I want to say like mid to late 2019, and then 2020 they confirmed it.
Well, you know what? That would be actually pretty cool to see because the concept of that original anime was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
But, again, adapting something that has a huge following and fan base can be a little tricky.
My problem is I think they tried to make it all just a film. Like, no, take your time, space it out, just like the anime does, just like the manga does. Because that's how you create a real adaptation to it.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But
it's just like you said, like when you make it into an adaptation, you have all these, like Naruto, for instance, has an entire plethora of stories to be told.
Too much. Too much for the average person to watch.
And when you dive into franchises like that, you run the risk of like, oh, well, we got to make like 15 sequels. But you try to clump so much exposition into one sole film.
Which you can't do. I mean, but at the same time, look at the Harry Potter books and then movies. They hit everything on the nose with the limited time that they have. I know the last book they split up into 2, but still, most of the other movies had a majority of the important material carried over, and it was done perfectly. But anyway, honestly, like we've been rambling on about anime movies and adaptations in 2020. We should really introduce ourselves better off.
Take it away.
My name is RJ. I work for BMW. I'm a professional sleeper and movie watcher, and I want to become a film director. Also, I like ramen.
Oh, gee, I wonder why. It's a loaded question. I'm Brandon, also known as Brandon Aries. I'm a professional pretender. I just act like I know everything and act like I know exactly what I'm doing at all times.
Yes, that's called the God complex as well, which I also have. I am right in all situations, even when I'm wrong.
Wrong.
Oh, Mr. Trump, where you at?
Imagine if he was a guest show host.
I bet you he would do it.
I think Julie would be a nice addition.
Julie Kimmel?
Yeah. I feel like she'd be a good guest to
Oh,
have.
100%. She is my mentor. She's also a cinematographer and editor by trade. Your edits, pretty fucking spot on. I have to be honest. It's cut perfectly.
Dude, I've been having a blast.
As I say, you're like perfect for this podcast stuff. I'm more of like on the run. Let me go shoot this shit real quick, and I don't care what it looks like, but I'm gonna get it on there anyway.
Yeah, like I don't know what it is over the past, like I've been obsessing with my lighting because I want to please everyone, including myself. And even like editing and just making things from the crappy imperfections to cinematic masterpieces, it's just amazing.
It's the whole point of the art, I suppose. That is the whole point of it.
Hell yeah.
Is this, okay. I had to turn it for a second. But what else is there to discuss? Brandon, where are you working now?
I am a bartender at a 2.1 star hotel resort.
Oh,
I bartend the restaurant. And yes, it is 2.1 stars out of 5. When I originally worked there in 2018, it went down to 1.9 at one point.
I have to be honest. I went there once for a drink and they served me in a plastic cup. And that was before quarantine. So,
well, what time did you go?
what time did I get out of the other place? Probably got there around 10. Is that normal?
After 10 is like the nightclub hours.
Right, but I still want a glass.
All right. All right, kid.
I drink Guinness and I don't finish them often, but I want it in a glass, not a fucking little cup. Plastic cup, nonetheless. We're going to get matching tattoos?
I don't know. Do you want this as a matching tattoo?
No, I don't. I want to get my tattoo right here so nobody can see it.
That's one of my New Year's resolutions this year is to get a tattoo. Or should I say another one?
Jordan and Darla, they go to this awesome tattoo artist in Florida, New York. And they said to go there for your first. So I'm probably going to end up going there. And someone needs to hold my hand. So I'll be screaming.
What's the place called again?
I honestly don't know the name of it. I know exactly where it is too. I can't picture the name right now. And let me see, pull it up on my phone.
Is it on like a main street?
Yeah, it's on the main street.
It might be Pennyroyal.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, that's where I got this done actually.
Ah, okay. See, look at that. We're on the common ground here.
There was an artist there. She's not there anymore, but her name was, and I quote, Killa Camilla. And she was lovely.
Lovely how? You have to elaborate on that, my man.
She was so nice. Like I sent her the basic design and she was like, oh yeah, it'll take me like 20, 30 minutes. And it was only like 60, 70 bucks.
Wow, it was pretty good. They wanted to charge me 150 the first time I went. Then the second time I went, I didn't even go inside. I was just outside. I drove away. So glad we're finally doing this. We talked about it. We did it the one time, but it was get that shit out of here type stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better to, like I said, do this with Zoom because, quarantine stuff. I mean, I'm always around, out and about, working. I mean, I work for BMW, but I still have to talk to people and get in people's cars. So you don't know who's sick, who claims they're not sick, but has it or whatever the stupid reason may be. And you work in a restaurant.
Yes.
Also,
sadly.
Where stupid people go. Well, I worked in a restaurant 4 restaurants. I worked in 4 restaurants after I turned 18 years old.
I've worked in 3, so you have one above me.
Yes, but the one place is where we met. What a time! What a time! What a place! That is again a whole subject to itself. I think we're gonna do that next time.
I think so. Comment down below if you guys want to learn about how RJ and I met through this shithole restaurant.
Well, let's be quite clear. It's not the restaurant itself or the food. It was the
people.
individuals we worked with. They're the story. And the story is interesting.
You know who you are if you're watching this.
I highly doubt any of you that work with us will watch this. And if you do, well, sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, by the way, I am a huge car enthusiast, motorcycle, huge. I love motorcycles. I ride dirt bikes. I love skiing. I love the outdoors. And I do this, which is negative. But
Yeah, it's all good. I smoke weed.
oh, we're gonna talk about that? Oh, sir, I got the list of stuff I've done.
Bro, you can't hang. You just go to sleep.
Listen, that happened once.
I feel like
Twice.
it'll happen again.
No, I don't do that anymore, man. I am straight as an arrow.
Was that a Nazi symbol?
No, what the fuck? Fuck those bastards.
Pardon?
They lost. They lost.
They lost.
They lost the World War.
I feel like anytime we bring up like World War II in terms of Nazis and shit, I feel like it's like a high school basketball game. It's like, you suck, the Nazis say, and then we're just like, scoreboard. Like, we won, you lost.
Yeah,
Suck a wiener.
they really lost.
I guess they'll make sure it's a white wiener.
But will it be?
I think so.
Hogs and dogs.
Unless, you know, they get locked up with an inmate like named Bubbles and they end up being like inflated from the inside out.
Wow. Wow. That's a whole movie in itself right there. Bro, I forgot to clock out the other day and I got teared into by the HR lady.
Oh, God.
I was like, I'm sorry, I wrote it in. She's like, you didn't work till 5. I'm like, no, I had something to do afterwards anyway. I just forgot to clock out.
I don't know why they get like so nitty about it. Like, relax.
Relax. It's not like I'm writing in at 6.
So welcome to 2020 Take 2, known as
Exactly.
2021. We
And
had a Take 2 on our podcast. We had a Take 2 of life. We're back in business.
obviously you could tell that we're close friends here. Nothing's taboo. We talk about the most stupidest shit that you could possibly think of that happened to our lives, experiences. I got plethoras of stories from where I'm working now, where I've worked in the past. Brendan, you do too. I know for a fact. The people we have seen and dated in the past. That's a whole novel. And those people's names will be A, B, and C. That's all I'm gonna say.
I think that's good. You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, I think so. I think we talked about everything that happened to us this week and all the stupid stuff that has happened. Do you want to add anything before we close?
No. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed, comment, like, check out our other stuff down below.
We're going to leave in the description for our other channels, more of our professional work, more of our creativity than just this stuff, obviously, to show what we can do as filmmakers and actors. So please let us know in the comments what you want to talk about. We could talk about anything you guys want. That's the main thing here.
Yeah. So until next time, we're going to try and do this weekly, if not every other week. If something comes up, we'll try and keep you guys posted either on our Instagrams or we'll talk about it on one of our YouTube channels. Again, all the information will be in the description below.
Always, always, always comment, like, and subscribe, as all the YouTubers say.
And until next time, guys, I'm Brandon Aries.
I'm RJ.
And we'll see you guys. Peace.
Peace.